Our normal sub pattern obviously was skewed anyway with Andre's absence, but I felt like in the fourth quarter, we just ran out of gas. We scored 12 points. Tried to buy a little bit of rest for our guys, but they just outplayed us in the fourth, and they earned it.
I think. Let me ask you this: Do you agree? Because I know this morning you didn't like it. The minute he said runs out of gas or ran out of gas, what did you think?
Well, I mean, I'm not giving that any energy.
Fair enough.
I was, what was more important was that they have to play a lot of guys that they don't maybe really trust in these positions right now with Iggy being out. Okay, they're playing a lot of different lineups now. You're getting Nick Young in there. You're getting Looney in there. You're getting some guys in there that you're not used to playing with these other four All-Stars. That's an issue. That really is an issue. But, what I don't want to do also, guys, we got to give Houston some credit. Houston came to play, and they did what they had to do, what was necessary. Chris Paul was brilliant. James had a very good first half, but I just feel like Chris Paul made a big difference with his toughness and his grit last night.
I mean, the same can be said about Houston. They're playing their guys. Their stars are playing 42, 45 minutes. They only played 7 guys. They didn't seem to run out of gas. I mean, being that you're at home, you have the home crowd behind you, you should have much more energy. You can't use that as an excuse. You guys have not lost at home in a couple years in the playoffs. But like you said, you got to give credit to where credit is due. James Harden, I said before this game, he had to have one of those performances. Yeah. He came out there and showed everybody why he's the MVP. He went on the road in Golden State, got a win in a place that hasn't been broken into in, 2 years? Nobody has gotten a win in that building. One of the toughest places to play. And he got it done, and he's the MVP of the league. Now he has to go back home and do the same thing. If he can do the same thing for the rest of the series in next game, we could be seeing Houston in the finals.
He's going to need more than that. He's going to need CP to be special.
And that's why they brought CP there, though. Mm-hmm. That's why they brought CP. They both have to play great, without a doubt.
This dub is all about the Houston Rockets. And it wasn't about them scoring 120 points. It was about the tenacity they showed me. I like seeing Clint Capella get a double-double. I like T.J. Tucker, 6'5", get 16 rebounds and guard multiple positions. I like seeing Eric Gordon make big shots late. Trevor Ariza locking down on defense. And James Harden got into a defensive stance and was actually a difference.
He made some big plays. He ripped KD.
Now, first off, you don't want Nick Young, to your point, with missing Iggy, initiating the offense. Exactly. CP got up on him, and he threw the ball away so fast it was out of control. You see, this is like watching Bigfoot. Get a good look at that, because you might never see that again.
I don't think so. I think you will.
Somebody taking the basketball from Kevin Durant in the open floor. How many times in your life, your NBA life, has that happened to you?
I haven't. Happened to me?
Yes.
Oh, probably a few.
Right?
Probably.
What about you? Okay, well.
But maybe not in this moment.
Correct.
Maybe not in this moment.
When a guy that can score like KD, he doesn't normally get undressed like that in the open floor. Yeah. So for James Harden to be the person that does it, that's
the one guy who we talk about doesn't play defense. He's getting criticized for his lack of defense, lack of effort on defense. He showed up tonight, and I'm impressed with that. I mean, I want him to keep this up. This is going to be a great series. I think it goes 7.
So you had no Iggy last night. I want to throw this out there right now because as of this moment, Andre Iguodala and Klay Thompson are both questionable for Game 5. That being said, I think most people thought Golden State was going to win last night, especially when the game starts out a 12-0 lead. And click off the TV and go to bed and think that one's over, and now here we are. Do you think the Rockets can win the series?
I do. I think they have a 50% chance. I think they have a legitimate chance. They have 2 of 3 games on their home floor. This is why you win 65 games. This is why you add CP3, who's been amazing. He had 27 points. You talked about the Golden State Warriors dealing with injuries. Houston's healthy. They're going to miss Andre Iguodala. Put it this way. If Andre Iguodala, and I know Paul Pierce is not going to like me saying this, if Andre Iguodala doesn't come back, the Rockets going to win.
Yeah, you know Paul he don't believe in glue guys.
I do believe in the glue guys.
That's how close this series is.
All right, let me ask y'all this, though. So they didn't have Andre Iguodala, obviously, and he helps their offense and defense. But
like that.
How many points did the Rockets score yesterday?
Under 100.
Andre Iguodala wasn't out there. So it wasn't a problem with their defense. So you're telling me he affects their offense that much?
Yes.
Let me give you one example. The last play of the game, the second to last play of the game, we show KD dribble the ball to the left. One of the things that gets overlooked is Sean Livingston was in the paint because he's not a jump shooter. Andre Iguodala would have been the person in the right corner, would have created possibly some balance for KD.
Well, Sean Livingston wouldn't have been in the game.
Correct.
Iguodala was there.
Correct. My point.
But I'm saying, what effect does he have on them? I mean, are they a better offensive team?
You see Nick Young at half court trying to dribble. CP3 went up on him and stole the ball from him.
He affects.
No, he definitely has effect. But
been a Finals
you can't
MVP.
use that as an excuse. These guys put 4 All-Stars in the game at all times.
It's not an excuse.
No, it's not an excuse
it's like
at all.
you're telling me if you don't have Andre Iguodala, this team at home in the playoffs can't beat the Houston Rockets?
No, it's not an excuse at all.
We got 3 MVP trophies on the court. Draymond Green, defensive player, best defensive player in the game, arguably. Klay Thompson, best shooter in the game, arguably. And they can't pull off one game
I got 2 words
because they
for
don't
you.
have Iguodala.
I got 2 words for you. Neither one of these you really care a lot about. Glue guy.
I knew it.
Glue guy.
You can't even name.
They're very important.
How many glue guys do you
They're
know?
very important.
Anybody out there that's played with
Sean
Paul Pierce,
Livingston is a
if you
glue
would
guy.
have tripped through the 15th man, he don't know who you are.
Come on.
He does not know who you are. Your number is not in that phone right there.
Oh, my goodness. Come on.
People-
Eddie House,
Oh, right.
James Posey, them my guys.
People
All
think,
them. Big Baby, all them. Leon Poe.
People
Come on
think,
now.
but that becomes a narrative in a team sport that Michael Jordan won all of the championships alone. Like, there were certain cogs of the team that if they weren't there, that would have probably affected winning. Andre Iguodala, like these 2 esteemed gentlemen, earned Finals MVP for a reason.
How many glue guys are they? Their glue guy is Draymond Green.
He's an all-star.
But he's a glue guy.
Perennial.
He's a glue guy. He's a guy that holds them together. He's their motivator. He does all the little things.
Can we
does
agree
all
that you
the
guys have
emotional.
different definitions
emotional.
of glue guy?
To me, your glue guy doesn't lead you in.
He does.
He does.
To me, your glue guy doesn't lead you in points, rebounds, or assists.
All right, we're moving on.